Hey everyone, it's Domina Mara. This video, I would like to update on a couple things. The next foot night that I'm going to be at is on April 28th. It's a Saturday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. and that is in the San Fernando Valley. More information on that is on the link below. A couple of other things. I've changed my Instagram and my Twitter to be Mara Domina. And the reason for that is just to be consistent throughout the entire span of where I am on social media. I've also changed my Patreon to Domina Mara. So I'm either one of the two. Unfortunately, there is already a Domina Mara on Twitter, so I am now Mara Domina. And Mara Julianne is still going to be a backup account for all of my social media sites, but it's no longer going to be the official name title. You can still reach me at marajulianne@gmail.com if you have any other questions, but I also have mara@dominamara.org for you to reach me at. Alright, so this video today I'm going to talk about presentation. The other day, this idea came up in mind because I was taking the subway, which I rarely do, but if it's in the middle of the day, going into Hollywood to see a friend of mine on a rainy day, I'm not driving, I'm not taking Uber, and I'm not getting stuck in traffic and what LA traffic is. So I took the metro because it was literally 30 minutes, whereas in traffic it would have been an hour or over an hour just to get into Hollywood. And I'm coming from the Valley. As I was heading back into the subway after meeting a friend, I was walking down the escalator and some lady, I was the only one on the escalator, some lady was going up the other way and she goes, "Must be nice to be rich." Just to give you a little bit of a disclosure of what I was wearing, this is what I was wearing that day. Black pea coat, black boots, really generic, semi-dommy, but not really anything that calls out to attention. And I just looked at her and I was like, "I'm not." And she goes, "Fuck you and fuck your money." And I was like, oh. I kept walking because I wanted to make the train, but it put into my head that a lot of doms really, the ones who are invested into being the classic dominatrix, put a lot of time and effort into their makeup, into what they wear, into the presentations, from their nails to, you know, the type of latex that they wear. They make sure that everything is form-fitting. I thought about this because I've been put into situations where I don't have to dress up. And I'm lucky that I don't have to dress up for a lot of my sessions because I have a lot of subs who are more lifestyle and they just want to give me service. And then I thought about, well, you know, what about the people who have a lot of money, but they present themselves in a way that's really unclassy? You know, it doesn't matter how much money that you have if you are portraying yourself to look like trash and uneducated. Everything that I'm saying comes with, you know, objectivity and subjectivity, right? There's different types of trashy. Like people who watch porn, they really love certain aspects of how people look, and it might not be the classiest look, but maybe what they're doing on screen is different. That's a different type of presentation. In doming, you know, a beautiful lady could be dressed super trashy, but the way she presents herself, you know, in the role play aspect of dominating, that can totally change the outlook on how people perceive her. You know, she could be spitting, she can be doing other things to another person, but at the end of the day, you know, if she's beautiful, if she's conveying a strong female sense of who she is, and the sub is enjoying every aspect of it, I mean, that's That's the ultimate kink, right? And everybody has different tastes. You know, I'm not going to say one person looks better than the other. You know, those are my opinions. You have your opinions. I think it's just an interesting aspect to think about, you know, presenting yourself. I like to present myself in a classier manner. I was raised in a good family. I am very well educated, and I like people to perceive me as so. I love conversation. I love art. I love history. I love learning things about the world, and that comes across in everything that I do, including my sessions, including the role play that I do, because I am a quick thinker. I'm a quick learner. I can easily read my sub and see if, you know, I need to adjust something, if they want me to talk dirty. And I'm able to carry talking dirty in a sexy manner still, if that makes sense. When I do meet and greets, I also can tell if the person that I am meeting put time and care into their presentation. It's not just about the dom, it's also about whoever is meeting you. If they took the time to shave or trim and they smell fresh, they don't have any lingering odors of a previous drink or smoking or anything that have particularities that I don't like, if they are willing to read my preferences and if they are willing to make themselves look nice and appear decent, then I already know that's half of the battle. The other half is, am I going to like them? Is their personality going to match with mine? What are our expectations for playtime going to match? Or are there things that we're going to have to work on? If we do have to work on those things, are they comparable? Are they going to be easy to negotiate? I think fetishism is such a broad range, and I feel like it's really difficult to talk about presentation, but in the overall general sense of things, I feel like as long as you are projecting exactly what you want people to receive from you, then you're doing it right. If people are making comments on your posts and you don't like them, there's something that you need to shift. If you'd like me to expand further on this topic, let me know in the comments below. That's all I have for today. It's just kind of like an idea that I had based on an experience that I had in the vanilla world, and it's an interesting subject. I may expand in the future. So like, comment, subscribe to my links below, and I will catch you next time. Be safe and have fun.